All right, JMC 6000 here with another car review, and I have before us the newly redesigned for 2024 Hyundai Sonata SEL. So what Hyundai did for 2024 is they totally changed the front end of this car, and I'm going to go show you all about this car, everything about it, and they actually changed the rear end as well. But let's go through some of the changes in the front end. I wasn't a big fan of the 2023 and earlier Sonatas. They had the light bar that went all the way up the hood that kind of flowed into here. Well, Hyundai totally changed that for 2024. Now you have a new hood, new fenders, whole new front clip with this LED light bar, daytime running light, that stretches all the way across the vehicle now, and it has the turn signals embedded into the light bar here. You do have LED high beams and low beams that are standard right here, and then we actually have a running light that projects an orange beam out this way for safety reasons. I believe some models you can get a fog light down there, but I don't think this one has it. But this particular one, as you can see, the whole front end's been changed. We actually have air curtains that you can actually see, and it actually cuts air through around the tire, which is very cool. Anyway, let's go around the side, son. We have on the side here, we have these faux little slits right here. Kind of nice little design that kind of flows into the car now with these different fenders. Tires, we have 235/45 R18 riding on these nice looking kind of shined up aluminum and blacked out rims. Really looks good. And then as you can see, the same character line that Hyundai introduced on the Sonata a couple years back is still flowing into the back here, into this kind of a sport back look into the Sonata. And what we have back here is a totally redesigned rear end. So we have new tail lights, a running light that goes all the way across, LED, goes back down here, and the brake light and the turn signals are right here. And then we also have LED backup lights as well. So LED lighting signature, you can see what they did with the rear bumper. They have these kind of like faux slits here. Pretty cool. No visible exhaust tips, but this does run the 2.5 liter. In fact, let's go ahead over to the window. Well, before we do, anyway, a lot to cover with this car. Let me show you inside the trunk here. The trunk on the Sonata is a very good size for a sedan, probably one of the best in the industry. And you also still get a spare tire, which is nice, with jack and all the tools that are needed. Good size trunk. I love the soft opening and the soft, well, not soft opening, but yeah, soft opening. Not so much a soft close, but it really is nice. And in fact, you can just hit that button and it just opens up right on its own. So very awesome. Let's look at the window sticker real quick. This is running the 2.5 liter. In fact, we're going to check out underneath the hood. 8-speed conventional automatic. And then you can see this is the SEL with the convenience package. Convenience package rolls in the pano sunroof, rolls in the 18-inch rims, the 12.3-inch LCD instrument cluster, the Hyundai digital key, which I have, which is actually in the shape of a Hyundai symbol. Pretty cool. You have wireless device charging, auto-dimming rearview mirror, leather-wrapped steering wheel, LED interior lights. You get the 12.3-inch touchscreen, which I'll talk about when we go inside. And then you get the Blue Link navigation, map, over-the-air updates, and carpeted floor mats is also with the cargo tray. All in, we're looking at $32,500. Excellent deal for a kind of a mid-sized to large sedan. I mean, when you look at its competition, the Honda Accord, the Nissan Altima / Maxima, but the Maxima is going away. So the Nissan Altima, you look at the Toyota Camry, which has now been redesigned, which is going to be a really good competitor to this, to even the Kia Optima and some of these others. I think this is right there, if not one of the top. I would recommend this over an Accord. I would recommend this over the Nissan Altima. I would recommend this pretty much even over its Korean cousin, the Kia Optima. It's just a really fantastic vehicle. We're going to have to wait to drive the 2025 Toyota Camry, kind of see if this is actually a better car than the Camry. But from what I can see, this is an excellent car. Let's check out underneath the hood. And I'll show you This has been recently updated as well. This 2.5 liter is the latest generation of Hyundai's Smart Stream technology. It features direct and port injection. I can show you that, which is awesome. It's an on-turbo, it's naturally aspirated, but it does feature direct and port injection. It also features dual variable valve timing on the intake and exhaust. This is the direct injection pump right here. The coils right underneath this foam mat are right here, easy to get to. So we have all this underneath the hood. Very easy to work on this engine. You know, you got your air filter right here, plastic intake, composite intake right here, valve cover right here, add the oil where you check it right here. So very easy to work on this engine. And it's fairly smooth and fairly powerful. The power figures on this particular engine, go in there, get in there. The power, well, there we go. The power figures on this engine are 191 horsepower and 181 pound-feet of torque out of a 2.5 liter. And from what I can tell, this 2.5 liter runs very, very well. Plenty of power for this sedan, and it gets pretty decent fuel economy. In fact, on the way highway, on the way over here, I was hitting about 33, 34 miles to the gallon in the middle of winter, and the highway's rated at 36. So pretty close to the number. 25 in the city, 29 combined. Join me inside. We're going to go over a few things inside. All right, back in the 2024 Hyundai Sonata, newly updated for 2024. And what I wanted to do in this portion of the interior review is kind of go through my likes and dislikes, kind of go through the interior and what I think about this particular vehicle. So, number one, what I love about this interior and what I love about the vehicle itself, I'll go through my likes and dislikes right now, is in fact with this convenience pack, it rolls in this nice, almost like it's a full screen that doesn't stop, and it doesn't impede my view. I can see everything very clearly. I have Android Auto that is now wireless on the new Hyundai system. Android Auto, Apple CarPlay is now wireless. Absolutely awesome. Let me kind of show you the system itself. Let's see here. Let's go back to home. There we go. This kind of new system here had the maps, Android Auto, my phone, and then we can go through, got different tiles of voice memo, weather, valet mode, setup, Hyundai Pay, vehicle diagnostics, maintenance, HD radio, notifications, the online manual. You no longer get a paper manual. You got some hard buttons down here. You can easily go to maps, and that'll bring up the embedded navigation. You can go into search mode if you wanted to, which I'm not going to do that right now. You can go into your media, which is going to lead me right to my Android Auto. Hallelujah, we're not going to play that right now because of copyright infringement. You can do your tracks, left and right, favorite button, and setup. Setup will lead me to this. I love what Hyundai has done with this. It has different tiles that you can click into for your vehicle, for your navigation. I'm not going to go through every single one of them, but I mean, as you can see, everything's kind of laid out here, general screen layout, all kinds of stuff. Let me just display this real quick. Not my display. Let me go back. It's in the cluster. Now, this is my cluster right here, 12.3 inches, and I can select a cluster theme. I can go from classic to simple. That's what it looks like, from classic to simple. And then I can pick different graphic styles. So let's go back into classic. This is style A, one of my favorites. I have style B. And then style C is kind of like a sport mode race style. Pretty cool. And then you can do classic or simple. And then I can actually link it to the drive mode. But I like to keep it style A, kind of basic that way. But it looks great. I love the way it looks. So one of the first things I wanted to go into in my likes and dislikes, number one is this. I have to say, beautiful setup. Number two, I love the styling of the Sonata. I think the new style that they employed on the 2024 Sonata is absolutely, I love it. Love the way the front end looks, love the way the new back end looks, love the LED lighting. It looks absolutely amazing and spectacular. Love the style of this vehicle. And finally, number three thing that I like about this vehicle has to be the powertrain, which I'll talk more about that in my drive, but the powertrain is smooth, it's powerful, gets decent fuel mileage, and it's pretty responsive. And the 8-speed automatic shifts amazing. You can barely even feel it shifting. It shifts absolutely amazing. I absolutely love the powertrain. Love the feeling of this interior as well. You got soft touch on the dash. You have this kind of aluminum-like trim. It's plastic, but it looks like aluminum. I love how the climate control, the vents kind of flow into the other side here. Again, I love the way the screen is set up. This is soft touch on the door panel right here. This whole thing is nice and soft. Where you put your arms over here as well. This is nice and stitched. All kinds of stuff. And so I really like that. So let me go through my dislikes with this vehicle, and then I'll kind of give my overall what I think about this vehicle. So number one dislike I have for this vehicle is has to relate to the steering wheel. It is absolutely hideous looking. I just hate this little 4-bar system, 4-dot system that Hyundai has going on. It's ugly. The steering wheel is just hideous. Give me a flat bottom. Give me something. This steering wheel and the leather, I'm going to say leather kind of feels cheap. It doesn't feel very high quality at all. Kind of feels cheap. Just hate the way the steering wheel is. I'm not a big fan of it. Second thing I'm not a big fan of is my drive train selector. Instead of getting a knob or a shift or anything like that, I have this weird stalk that's hidden behind part of the steering wheel here. And then, so in order to go into drive, you hit the brake and that'll bring you to neutral. You got to go all the way over to go into drive. And then you got to go all the way over to go into reverse. And if you just do it once, you go into neutral. And then in order to go into park, you have to hit that. It's a little convoluted. I'm not a big fan of this. I wish Hyundai would have done something different. Give me a knob, give me a selector, give me something else instead of this stupid thing. So I'm not a big fan about that. I'm sure you would get used to it after a while, but I'm just not a big fan. I do love the climate controls. Another dislike I have for this Hyundai vehicle, the ride is okay. I think it could be better. Maybe it's because I'm expecting more of a squishier ride out of a sedan. I wish it had a little bit more of a better ride to it. But other than that, this vehicle is really amazing. I think as far as sedans go, larger sedans that are a little bit above their weight class, this is probably one of the best out there. Again, I would recommend this over the Honda Accord. I would recommend this over the Nissan Altima. I would recommend this over, I can't say Toyota Camry yet because I haven't seen the new Camry. Over the previous Camry, yes. I would recommend this over the previous Camry. And then also, I would recommend this, really, even out of the Kia Optima. I would go for this thing over the Kia Optima. So, we got the Panda sunroof, which is nice. We got plenty of room in the back. Absolutely tremendous amount of room in the back. So, anyway, let me go through my driving portion and kind of go through some things I like and dislike about my driving portion, and then we'll go over that right there. Awesome. You guys be blessed, and we'll catch you in the next portion of this video. All right, GMC 6000 here in the, well, not all new, but newly redesigned 2024 Hyundai Sonata SEL with the convenience package, going up my traditional hill on this driving portion. And one of the things I want to kind of remark, a few things I just want to kind of go through and make mention as I'm going up my traditional hill, just to see how the engine and the powertrain reacts going up this incline, going about 55 miles per hour. Is, I will say this, as we're going up this hill, one of the things I noticed is the adaptive cruise control, the lane centering, the lane prediction system works very, very, very well. Like, this car almost has the ability to drive itself for longer periods of time. If it doesn't need too much interaction with the steering wheel, it can actually do pretty well and drive for longer periods of time. I'm very impressed with this system. Let me kind of give you a shot of the gauge cluster as I'm going up this hill. We're spiking almost at 2,800 RPM. As we're going up this hill, you see what the speed is, you see RPMs, my fuel mileage currently. That's an average since I left from the JMC garage. I'm just saying it. I'm very impressed with this vehicle. I mean, for the mid-size, kind of mid-size plus sedan category that this is in, going almost into a larger sedan category, this thing does extremely, extremely well. I'm very, very impressed. And I have to say, it drives smoothly. It handles corners decently. I mean, it's no race car or track car or anything like that. But for what this is and what Hyundai is asking money-wise, they've done a really, really good job. And I think the 2024 improvements that they've done to this particular Sonata have been really significant, and I believe they've done very, very well. Again, I'm extremely impressed with what Hyundai has pulled off here for this Sonata. And the sound system sounds pretty good as well. I can't play it now for obvious reasons, but it does sound pretty good as long as you get it adjusted right. It sounds pretty decent for being about a $32,000 vehicle. I'm greatly impressed. So you guys be blessed. I want to say like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification to see all my videos that I do and everything else that I do. All right, you guys be blessed and have a wonderful, wonderful day. Awesome. Take care. Thank you.